we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game one of a best of 7 series, and this is the only one. There is no reset today. So both teams need to come through and play their best possible Halo, period. There's no fallback option. There's no backup plan. This is it. It's time. And if you win this, you go into Arlington with, of course, a lot of confidence, knowing you're the best on LAN team. We'll see who can take that title.
We're going to start our best of 7 with Origin. We'll end it with Origin, the newest map in Halo Infinite. And this man, it's his best. All the way back in Halo 5, he was making montage moments time and time again. One of the better players at Origin. Keep an eye on him, especially if he gets that sniper in his hands.
Staring at that top rocket spot, of course, a very important spot to be, but we talked about it, ladies and gentlemen. We told you, we tried to warn you, and now you've seen it come to fruition. It's Frosty with that snipe in his hands, and on top of that, Last Shot has the rockets.
He just got another on the left side. They finally take care of him, but in the back ranks, the flank, the rockets are going to come into play. And Last Shot, he's almost frustrated that he can't pull the flag. He wants to get that thing moving. Instead, has to worry about these slays in the front lines.
Legend comes off a spawn, dodges a rocket right to his leg, and not going to go down for that rocket. Both rockets end up going out. They're both wasted, and now it's one weapon in the hands of Formal that makes things happen. A double kill out of him, and that'll give OpTic Gaming a bit of control, but until then, they go 3 down. Make that 4.
Kill after kill for Rebellion, and look at OpTic trying to get control of their elbow, but this is what Rebellion loves to do. They want to get control of this elbow, and they'll start to move players to swing through the sniper side. They'll control the elbow, try to pull flag through the middle, and hey, relay race, throw it on up, boom. Flag is almost already home, and Frosty, oh my, just lay it down. The cross map hurt.
Beautiful curb slide to get that flag through. Frosty's going to continue the run here. Like you said, a relay happening, and it's going to be 1 down for the side of Shopify Rebellion. Frosty will feel comfortable enough to put this in, and he will. It is Shopify Rebellion leading 1-0.
And that's so efficient, right, with their opportunity there. Once they got that elbow secured and players pushed in, the job is simple from the back end. They're winning their gunfights, and that is not a trend that we will see go the other way anytime soon. Rebellion are just unrelenting with their pressure.
The aggression is palpable. You can just see it every time they come off a spawn, pushing forward, holding forward, and it's Legend already on the elbow of Shopify Rebellion's base with rockets coming up. This is a great lane to control for him, but he's got to take care of a couple of spawning players, and you see a couple of those players have made it through, but they go down, which allows him in a 1v1. This 1v1 is everything, and it's a perfect with a commando.
Perfect with the commandos, next level. Even then, look at Frosty hit some crazy movement tech to be standing up high, and it did not bother Legend one bit. OpTic Gaming, though, not quite able to make the most of that opportunity. Rebellion get up off spawn, are able to win their gunfights, and now with rockets down in the middle of the map, it's really a toss-up as to who's going to get this next bit of control.
Power weapons enter OpTic's hands as quick as they drop them, and that's going to spell trouble if you're OpTic Gaming. You got to make sure to keep those power weapons in your control. You see the sniper once again going in the hands of Frosty, and he's going to escape with that. Bound does get the flag all the way to elbow. He gets a kill to secure this side of the map, but a little more work to do as his flag is out as well.
That flag's about to return. It looks like no one from Rebellion's there. OpTic Gaming will punch their opportunity in, and Frosty went down, meaning Sniper changes hands towards Royal 2 instead, and Bound to find this kill. Oh no, the punch didn't go through. The punish is in, and here comes Rebellion pressuring every lane.
Formal, to be careful, Formal, don't move. Formal spawns on the elbow. Royal 2 still with his snipe in his hands, and instead of just waiting, he's going to pressure this elbow side. It's Formal that goes down first. Renegade follows him as well. And the 2 spawners from OpTic Gaming are going to be picked apart one by one. They go down, and OpTic Gaming are wiped off the map.
Oh, he's not done. He's not done. The triple's there. Renegade, hide your head.
Almost an overkill, but he gets an assist. The teamwork is so strong out of Shopify Rebellion. Royal 2, though, continues to pressure the base, continues to put them on the death screen. When is this man going to be stopped? Finally, he's taken down, but so much damage has been done. It's a 2-1 game. Shopify lead.
And the pressure's still on. They are flying forward. Legend, the only player in the back ranks, and he wins a crucial fight. That'll slow this Rebellion push down. And in fact, it's counter opportunity. Legend's overextension is starting to pay dividends.
We've seen this before. It's deja vu. Legend on the elbow, waiting for his teammates to get some slays. But right now, his team finds themselves down. Renegade on the spawn screen. Legend follows him. So no opportunity off that push, but it's again Shopify Rebellion in the base of OpTic with 3 down for OpTic Gaming.
Quick with the flagpole, last shot. They waste no time, and this silver, that's where they love to run the flag. Every time we've seen Rebellion have success, it's been the silver run so far, and I don't know how. But that is a kill that is going to haunt OpTic Gaming. Legend, the only player alive. And with him down, it's clear roads home for Frosty. No one is here to stop him.
Oh my word, just as quick as we get into the game is as quick as we leave the game.
And he put that scope up and
a brilliant businessman. And he has set this OpTic roster up for success, but can he do it at one of the most important tournaments, the most important tournament before Arlington?
He's downrange, and Formal's, oh man, look at the damage dealt, but there's no one to clean it up, and that's when OpTic Gaming, if they're not able to clean up the damage that Formal's putting down, that's the inefficiency that can hurt them. And oh, who else? Frosty, sniper in hand.
Yeah, I gotta talk about it. I absolutely love Formal's damage there. But now you've turned the map completely over on its head. It's Frosty now with that snipe, and we seen him top tower before. The camo is up, and you see Shopify even have control of part of that A side of the map. It's Royal 2 staying alive on that side. When you have C and A, this camo's free, and you know Shopify just got theirs.
Oh, last shot now has the ability to go incognito. Formal and Frosty gonna duke it out at the tower as last shot tries to help on the front line.
You see the pings that come out. Renegade's not going to spot him. That's a nice clean back smack to get that very first kill, to get the advantage. The rest of OpTic Gaming scurry away.
Tim, did you see Frosty hit a rotation? It was him and Formal on tower. He just completely left, said, I want to keep the sniper in my team's possession. He reapproached all the way to A. Look at his position now. He got another sniper kill with it. In the meantime, Frosty valuing his life. Remember, Slayer, it's not necessarily the win condition to get 50 kills, but rather not to die 50 times at all. Back flipping as Formal as Frosty hits the last bullet of snipe.
Frosty starting off the game 4-0. Almost on a killing spree here, and no more snipe ammo to use, but very proficient with the bandit as well. And this just continuous pressure that he's applying here just makes it so difficult for Bound, but not difficult when you got teammates. A beautiful job by OpTic Gaming to save Bound in that situation and get Shopify 3 dead.
2-kill differential so far as Rebellion try to push on with their small lead. And they're gonna try to make this play at the tower. Cykul, man, he did not stop on his way to the front. Oh my, Legend. I don't think he expected someone to be that quick. In fact, OpTic's trying to set up a push of their own, but it's just flip-flop on both sides getting pressured.
He's got that beautiful timing. We'll see if he can turn that into a camo. I believe camo is up or coming up very shortly here, so it will be something to look out for. Looks like it's up just now. It just popped. It popped at the perfect time because we're at a 1-kill game. OpTic leading by 1.
See another kill head towards OpTic's way. Able to switch this lead into their possession.
Over aggression.
Oh, is that camo? Camo got away for OpTic.
That's the camo on screens. A little bit over aggressive there by Cykul. Didn't really realize that camo was there. And now camo and sniper potentially could be in the hands of OpTic Gaming here, unless last shot does last shot things. 5 kills, 4 assists already to start this game off. To do anything else though.
I think Formal had gotten that sniper rifle, but he brought it right to Rebellion, tried to get into their face with it. With him going down, this should mean a change in hands.
Doesn't always pay off.
Yeah, I believe it's Frosty once again. Boom. Yeah,
nice shot.
He's automatic when this thing's in his hands.
Another clean shot by Frosty. See if he can get more here as the spawns come out, and they're going to be on the brute side. I believe that's just a push, not a spawn necessarily, but Formal goes down instantaneously. Very quick to the spawns is Shopify Rebellion.
So it's power weapon control has been the bit. Whenever we see the swings, it's been because of that power weapon control moving back to Rebellion's hands. OpTic Gaming, when it's 4-on-4 bandit neutral game, they're so efficient. They're great. But it's the sniper that's been making the difference. When we look at the kills that have come in and the lead that Rebellion has, it's the sniper.
Down ends up going down there. It's 2, make that 3 down for Shopify Rebellion. So Legend now a chance to take advantage of that, and he'll find the repulse for his trouble, and he'll find a teammate helping him and assisting him in that situation. World 2 goes down. Do they aggress on the rest though? Cykul trades out into Formal in the kill feed, so now Legend has to play a bit slower.
Legend trying to get back towards his teammate, but oh man, Rebellion pushed both lanes at the same time, and we see OpTic Gaming, both their perimeters just flush down. Ooh. Oh, it is systematic the way that Rebellion is breaking into OpTic Gaming. Legend at least able to take one with him, but the staggered spawns are in, and Renegade, he knows how crucial. You see how he's crouching like this? He doesn't want to die before his teammates come off spawn. He wants to keep the spawns not staggered, and a great job getting that kill against Cykul, right? If Renegade goes down there, that's a back-breaking play. Instead, they have a chance to fight back, but it's going to be against a camouflage Royal 2.
Well, they just brought a 6-kill lead to 3. So a chance for them to continue this. Do they know he's here? Do they know he's here?
It's like,
they do!
Oh.
They know he's here! Beautiful spot by Renegade and Bound. Renegade ends up getting the kill. Now a 3-kill game and a chance for OpTic to bring this back.
We see already, oh, it's just chaos. But it's OpTic Gaming that seems to have the advantage in these chaotic moments. As we approach the 40 kill mark, Sniper is going to be coming up in 20 seconds. This fight will likely determine who will get away with the sniper rifle.
One person that has been really quiet with the sniper as of late, or at least so far, is Renegade. And when we see him controlling that, he can turn games around.
And he has been patient.
Yeah.
Sniper's up, and that's Royal 2 just, man, he got away with that. Is there anyone there to stop him? Is he just
scooped it up? I think he took it, and Cykul was out of timing too. Royal 2 dead though. Someone's got to pick that up. I think it's down to the rat tunnel. Everyone just holding forward for it, but it's a 3-kill game.
Frosty, he got 1v2, was able to win those fights with the nades, and Sniper, 6 bullets, 5 kills needed. Cykul controls their destiny.
A man we don't see with this sniper very often, but couple staying alive and hitting shots. You're gonna be in a real good spot, but they take him out quickly. You know Renegade smells blood. You know he smells that sniper. He wants to utilize that, but it is all a Shopify Rebellion on the top of tower. It's only a 1-kill game though. 46-46. It's tied up. OpTic just took the lead.
Oh, they didn't need the sniper. They played perfectly in that situation. Cykul going down, putting that sniper on the ground could have been back-breaking. Shopify Rebellion just weren't ready, and the green wall just need 1 kill.
It was their chance. 1 kill is all they need. Cykul had the game in his hands, but Renegade smelled weakness, and he pushed forward because of it. And now you see both teams sitting back. There's a brawl down bottom center. It's on the rat tunnel, and there it
Needles and A at the same time. Force them into that long haul and dominate from that point on.
One thing I was kind of curious about going into this game is how OpTic would start. We've seen them at least start on that game 5 with an incredible pace. And you see it right away. They are 2 down. They do get a double cap, but Legend gonna play this camo intelligently as possible as he gets 1 on the top of glass.
Enemy team scoring.
Legend trying his best to stay alive, man. He is here in the chaos, but he is making the most out of his opportunity. And wow, that was quick, decisive movements, but still not quite able to capture B right away. Instead, it's the rotations being won by Rebellion early on. They're the ones to score.
You said you had to be quick on those rotations. That's exactly what Shopify Rebellion are doing. Even down in numbers, they are taking those
enemy teams
hills, and they're getting the caps fast.
Notice those players just push through right through the middle of the map. They notice that no one was watching them. They try to get into that needles right away, trying to buy that space. The other thing I love is how Rebellion's trying to close down their angles at all points in time. They're not trying to take these big cross-map battles. Instead, they're going to try to cut through that map when possible and make it so their one-on-ones are much more approachable. I mean, look at this for Royal 2. He is getting in their face, but when you start taking that fight closer up, it's just much easier to try to find those finishes. It's no longer just damage that's no longer capitalized.
That grapple lets you get in up-close fights as often as possible. He's going to run out of charges, though. No more to use here. It is Shopify Rebellion potentially posturing towards this triple cap. He'll get into C. There's a lot of damage into bound as well. I love that he re-peaks this, but he's going to be pressured from potentially long haul. Something maybe he should be worried about. It's going to be Legend on that side. Royal 2 is aware the triple cap is locked in, and Cykul is going to take advantage of this camo, and he's going to get 2 cleanly.
Double kill.
Does he go in? He doesn't go into B. He wants to get his shields back. Very smart.
So disciplined. And one thing we noticed, right, he knew that B was being captured, right? He knows that, but he's listening to his teammates and acting on that information first. He targeted the one-shot players at A and at Trippy Corner, then finished off the player that he personally knew about. That's great prioritization of targets from Cykul, and this is what he just does so well.
And now he comes through, tries to alleviate some pressure from that C cap towards A. Not really able to do so, but it's okay. Frosty on the pipe door. Once again coming off a spawn. Frosty's been very aggressive the last 2 sequences tools.
I love the aggression that we've seen so far. I mean, Rebellion are just flooding OpTic Gaming whenever they get the chance. And oh no, Bound just got caught in the middle of the map. And look at how the damage is immediately capitalized upon it. I love a good swap like that. We just see Last Shot hammer the headshot home.
This is just a tough break for OpTic here. This Shopify Rebellion are playing this so well. Like you said, that aggression, it seems to be overwhelming OpTic in many situations. 121 to 9 so far. And Royal 2 able to stay alive on the tower side. He's been no shields for so long. Finally, they take him out, but not without losing 3.
Cykul with more of that damage. OpTic Gaming went 3 down, and the trip cap's in. Now, OpTic does have A to play out of, but A is not as advantageous as you would think, right? There's no sandbox to play out of. You don't necessarily have the control that you want for camo. It's a pretty tough spot to be trying to fight out of, and you're seeing already why it's tough. They try to get towards that camouflage. They're ripped as soon as they go out that doorway. It's 4 down, and this could be the start of disaster for the end of this game. OpTic Gaming are in a struggle to get forward on the map.
These guys.
Do they think they spawned them at pipes? Like they were very tepid with trying to collapse in.
Maybe. Well, they're going to be on the tower side, and that'll be a trade, but that's all they'll get. Still double cap, though, so points continue to mount. It's a big win by Bound here, but he's getting shot in the back. They come out the pipe door. They're always there to assist each other. No one has to fight alone. It is so beautiful out of this Shopify Rebellion roster. I'm so impressed at what they're capable of. Their teamwork is immaculate.
Legend was able to get a massive kill on the Frosty there, and you know, props to Frosty for dropping down and trying to take that fight while one shot. That's a good teammate. But Legend just punished them right away as soon as they missed that shot. And Legend's that 1-on-2 fight that he wins is enough to at least break the scoring spell of Shopify Rebellion. And well, it's slow, but it's sure, right? How do these comebacks happen on recharge? Usually it's slowly, but then the trip cap comes in and it's all at once. That's what OpTic Gaming's playing for now, the opportunity to trip cap.
I've seen too much in my 4 years of HCS or 3 years of HCS to ever call a match on recharge strongholds. This could really get out of hand quickly, and it is OpTic Gaming once again. Pressure in their hands, but last shot. He's gonna try and stop that. It is formal, a little bit of wiggle. You can see his shoulders move in the cam too. I know that's a very subtle thing to point out, but feels like he's into the game. He's connected to the game in a way that we've seen formal before. But it's not enough. It's 4 down OpTic.
It's a trip cap in for Shopify Rebellion, and let me welcome the 3,000 people that just came from Moist Critical stream. We have Shopify Rebellion and OpTic Gaming fighting it out in the grand finals.
Enemy team nearing
no
victory.
reset needed. First to 4 in this best of 7 series will win, and Rebellion have been dominating in our game 3, putting OpTic Gaming into the trip cap and have just been swarming to the point of attack. The Rebellion looks strong, and Moist Critical, oh, let me tell you what, you should be happy. This is the team that is so exciting to watch.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Active, and this is Tools, and of course, this is the grand finals. It's one best of 7 to decide who's the best LAN team that we've seen so far in Season 4. And right now, it's Shopify Rebellion starting to score. It's a double cap lock. Other out of the game.
And, well, so far, it seems to be paying dividends.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's game number 4 in the one and only best of 7, the K-Son tournament. And like I said, usually this would go to a reset, but today it's all on the line right here, right now. Frosty with the camo in his hands.
And this has been the name of the game for Rebellion all tournament long. Their power weapon, power up control has been second to none. And it's been Frosty that usually gets it into his hands. It's just already exactly what Rebellion wanted to start this series.
Moving the bomb forward already. All they have is 1 kill, but they feel confident enough to do so. Might be a bit of an overextension as Frosty ends up going down there. But it's a couple trades that go in the favor of OpTic Gaming at the moment. 2 down for Shopify.
That bomb being stuck on the util side. It's not going to be easy for either side just to move this bomb up. Man, Frosty, he just got into a world of hurt right away. OpTic Gaming, they can capitalize on this. And you see already that bomb getting into that util. Formal getting it to scoring position.
Renegade's so aggressive as well. Renegade puts himself in a position to be ready for that, but oh my word, Formal not able to clean up that kill onto a Shopify Rebellion member.
You use the word aggressive. That is aggressive from Formal. He hit the middle of the map. That thrust, he thought it was going to be enough to finish that kill, but that's a massive risk to take, and you're seeing the downside of that risk. Rebellion got complete control of the map once they get those couple kills. It's Bound, the only player alive, and he's stuck at the back base. Now the spawns are staggered, and that bomb is just about in. They just need to stand in this hill for just a little bit longer.
Renegade was the first one to spawn in the fridge. Legend throws a beautiful nade, though, to stop that bomb plant from happening, but it is Frosty who's in there to try and arm it. Does a little wiggle, does a little jiggle, and Shopify Rebellion score 1.
Just systematic, right? And remember, you can trace that all back by the overly aggressive play of OpTic Gaming in the middle of the map when Formal tried to use that thrust to get that kill. It was a domino effect that is already still being felt. I mean, the control of the map hasn't flipped yet. OpTic Gaming still stuck in their base. Last shot, he's pushing in the doorway. OpTic Gaming had no idea. Legends the only player alive, and Bomb's on the move once again.
What do you do when you can't even get out of your own base without going down? There is a player overextended, though. It is Legend, now inside the OpTic Gaming util. The break, it's happening right now, but you go down, make that 3. It's clean. Formal, the last player alive. He's not going to survive for long. It's Royal 2 finding him and cleaning him up as Shopify Rebellion attempt to score the second bomb, and they will do so. 2-0 the lead.
OpTic Gaming haven't been able to move from their base. Uncharacteristic from Renegade, he only has 1 kill to his name. On the other side, Rebellion, it just feels like they can't do anything wrong. It's kill after kill that's gone their possession. The camouflages that keep going their way. They're able to look like Frosty has no worry just cutting through the middle of the map. No one's gonna be there to clean him up. He gets away with murder.
There's one word for all of this that you just said. There's one word for everything you just spoke about, and that's called efficiency. We're seeing some incredible efficiency out of Shopify Rebellion, and it's so vital to have that efficiency here in the grand finals. $50,000 prize pool. But Royal 2, he ends up going down, and now OpTic, it's their turn for aggression here. 2 down for Shopify Rebellion.
All right, these two teams, they have a 20-20 map record in tournament play. They scrimmed yesterday. It was 7-7. It was 3-2 during the grand final, during the winners final for OpTic Gaming. It is so tight, the margins between them, and boom, response, OpTic Gaming on the board.
Some incredible micro right there as well. With that bomb in his hands, jumps to avoid the last shot so he doesn't go down with no shields. And it'll be Legend that punches that bomb in, and now finally OpTic are on the board. And guess who else is on the board? It's Renegade. He's got 4 kills now and 7 assists, but Cykul has that camo, and he can really put a wrench into things.
Someone did a lot of chin-ups in the playground as a kid. Cykul getting the most out of his movement here, and he has just been patrolling the middle map. This camo is just devastating. OpTic Gaming have no idea where he is, and every time they peek a doorway, he's there to put the shots in.
Discipline tools. It's beautiful. More damage goes in. All of OpTic suck.
I love the way that Cykul plays. He just never gives up too much damage. His damage taken there is as minimal as it can be. It's efficient. It's perfect. It's a game-winning play by Cykul.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The series is send them your energy. Here we go. We're hopping on with Frosty.
Shopify Rebellion have rattled off 2 games in a row. The third one will give them the victory in this series, but OpTic Gaming, they've been strong in the Slayers, and that's what we saw them win earlier. Live Fire Slayer has been their only win thus far, and well, if history repeats, they should have a good chance to continue this series on.
Shopify ended up losing a game 5 Slayer very convincingly, and I believe it was on this map if I'm not mistaken. Now they have a bit of an answer back, starting off extremely good. 6-2 or 6-2-2, I'm sorry, to start off. But Frosty still has that stalker in his hands, and he's still doing the damage he needs to here.
And look at that. It's a triangle attack from Shopify Rebellion. Oh, Frosty in between 2 players. How is he alive?
I cannot believe he's alive that long. It allows Cykul to come in and do his own little work. 10-5 here. Legend flying through middle. Damage into Cykul. Cykul stays alive once again. And look, Formal's looking for him, but you better believe that Cykul is going to take a different route. Puts himself in a perfect position to get a cleanup kill. Continues to do damage. Peeks out a bit aggressively there, but regardless, it's a lot of damage done, and it allows Royal 2 to come in to clean up.
And the 5-kill lead early for Rebellion. Legend, there's nothing he can do. He's just trapped into the 1v2. And OpTic Gaming, they're stuck on the staggered spawns. With Renegade getting that kill, though, that'll give OpTic Gaming some much needed space. Back into the neutral game we go.
Renegade does back off, but there is no spawns to be had on that red room side, so because of that, he is still an isolated player that they will take care of. And now that camo is up. It's the next point of contention for this squad, and they'll get it cleanly once again. Best man, the coach in the comms, making this happen.
And who else to have it but Frosty? We're 4 games into this series, and I got a surprising stat for you guys back at home. 16.8%. That's the kills that Frosty's had that have been assisted by power weapons, and we can't even put into account the power ups that come into that play. And you're seeing Frosty, he survives, he thrives when he's able to put the toolbox into his hands, the camouflages, the snipers. And right now Frosty is just decimating OpTic Gaming. 8-2, quadruple positives to start this game.
Frosty has something to prove, and we're seeing it on your screen right now. This man is a demon possessed. 8, 3, and 2. Another assist added to the score, and it's a 10-kill lead for Shopify Rebellion. All of OpTic, or sorry, 2 of OpTic, stuck inside the PD. Frosty puts him to jail, but gets taken out pretty quickly. Oh, the wiggle. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Yeah, hey, it's land. There's no missing. There's no dead shots. There's no connection issues. That's just barely missing. But Royal 2, he's able to get that kill, and it's a double-digit lead.
He's still alive. He's still alive inside the PD. They can't take him out. There's 3 OpTic members in the back of A. Royal 2 is still alive, and Glass Shot's just coming in to take him out, take out the rest of the players.
They know Renegade. They know where he's at. They're just gonna hunt him. There's nothing Renegade could do. Last Shot is on the other side of the map, decimating OpTic Gaming. Someone take him down.
He finally gets another one. OpTic find themselves 3 dead, but what are they gonna do? They're constantly staggered. They're constantly in a 2v3.
With Rebellion going 3 down, that did slow them down. Next camouflage is 10 seconds up, but OpTic Gaming have the better position. In fact, if they have Shroud Screen, this could be theirs to get away with.
You don't need to just slow them down. You need to force the emergency break at this point. Shopify Rebellion are continuously holding forward. Royal 2, though, last player alive here. And you know how important it is for him to stay alive on the tram. And not only does he stay alive, but the damage output is pushing all of Shopify back.
Rebellion, though, they have this camouflage in front of them. They can bait this. OpTic Gaming need that camo, and they know that. So Rebellion are just going to sit in the back and try to bait it, but oh no! Legend. They lost 2 players. Legend was able to steal away the camo in the meantime. If there's a way to get back into this game, it starts now. Staggered spawns for Rebellion. The collapse is in. We're going to see split spawns now as Shopify will need to try to get back together, but OpTic, you got to start getting these kills.
He pushed in too far,
Cykul
I feel like. Very aggressive. That's a very aggressive play by Legend, but it works out. It was 3 dead momentarily. Still an 8-kill lead. Frosty. Oh my gosh, the flick. Cleans up Frosty. Now 7. The lead down to 7.
This game's not over yet, folks. Do not count OpTic Gaming out, especially on this map. If they can stagger the spawns and keep their collapse.
He has info. Last Shot gets through. Frosty tries to get through, but Legend got info on every player going C. Formal ready for it, though. The nade comes out. Frosty trying to stay alive, but he gets taken out as well. All 4 down. Shopify Rebellion lead cut to 5.
Remember, it was double digits at one point. Now, OpTic Gaming, they're really just like a team wipe away from this being a tied game. Bound with the next kill. It's Shopify Rebellion. It almost feels like they're running out of steam.
Lead cut to 3. Lead cut to 2.
The trades
if you
aren't
didn't
there.
believe before, you need to start believing.
They're just not trading out these kills. OpTic Gaming are finding the kills, and Last Shot and Rebellion are struggling on trying to find that damage. Legend, though, isolated at the top of Ivy.
Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. Formal comes in to swoop. Oh, my word.
Time.
Now Formal aggressive. 42 to 43. Formal ties in. No, what? Holy frick.
Renegade's alive!
He has camo. He has camo and he has info as well. Can he capitalize on this kill, though? It's 2 players from Shopify Rebellion. He stays alive somehow. The camo resets. He's invisible for a bit of time, but
it's 2 down for Rebellion. They're going to be staggered. They're not going to be together. Cycle's
the
position
benches play. The benches goes down. It's Cykul who falls. 46 to 46. Wait a minute. The back
Just
smack.
behind you!
He got him.
Renegade!
More players up top C, though. He's got to be careful. The repulse is good. It's clean, 48 to 46. OpTic Gaming only need 2. They've had comebacks like this before. It was against Space Station Gaming last time, but can they complete it this time? 49 to 47. Make it 50. OpTic Gaming are still in this tournament.
Down double digits. Everyone had them out. OpTic Gaming claw their way back for a second chance, another opportunity. One objective game is needed to push us to a game 7. OpTic Gaming just did back-to-back heartbreaking losses for Rebellion and the Slayers. Both those Slayers were essentially the same damn game, Tim. 50-47 massive comeback. OpTic Gaming might just be the iciest Slayer team around.
Who did I say a multitude of times takes over games? Who did I say? I said two people, Renegade and Bound. Look at Bound's assists. Look at Renegade's kills. If you weren't a part of this Halo community back in 2015, let me put you on some business. It was Renegade and Bound that ran the Money Tuesday tournaments, constantly winning. We couldn't find a match for these two. We couldn't find a team of two that could beat them. They were literally undefeated in 2v2. Now, years later, they find themselves together on the same team. And guess what happens? One of them putting the damage in and getting those assists, and Renegade cleaning house with 20 kills. Absolutely gorgeous.
20 in the most important game for OpTic Gaming yet. I mean, that was dead to rights. Shopify Rebellion had that game won, and OpTic Gaming clawed their way back. 20 kills for the Demon. Solitude, King of the Hill, to come next. Shopify Rebellion, it hasn't been close in the objective game types. They've been dominant. OpTic Gaming need to steal one in our grand finals.
This is where they shine. We got to remember, we're talking a lot about OpTic, but Shopify Rebellion have two generational talented players. These players are going to be in everyone's conversation for the future of Halo. I guarantee it. Clip it, ship it, I don't care. Cykul and Last Shot are being ushered into greatness, and they earned that spot. But right now, all of that doesn't matter. Right now, what matters is this game right here. It is a chance for OpTic Gaming to bring us to a Game 7, but it's also a chance for Shopify to close the door right now and get this victory.
So far, we're into Game 6. Only one player for OpTic Gaming has had a positive KD. Legend, a 1.0 to this point.
Wow.
On the other side, domination in the Slays from Rebellion. A 1.29 for Cykul, a 1.24 for Last Shot. The young guns have been carrying in this grand finals. Can they close this series out, or can OpTic Gaming push themselves to one Slayer? And OpTic Gaming, they look scary in the Slayers.
They do. And I honestly, that Game 5, it's on Origin. So Frosty, might have something to say about that. But regardless, Shopify Rebellion have been very proficient in the objective. We talked about that time and time again. But we have to also mention momentum is a thing. And if you saw those webcams at the end of that game, you know OpTic are hyped up. And you can tell right now, it's 3 dead for Shopify Rebellion back-to-back times.
But already OpTic, they're just in that hill right away. And Rebellion, although they're just trying to fight out of their spawn, there's no one to put pressure onto that hill player. So just a huge amount of time that's going for OpTic Gaming. And Rebellion, yeah, they're getting some kills, but they're not really needing much on the map if you don't get them out of the hill. Finally, 75% of the way there, they finally put them out.
Good by Formal, but not good enough. How did he get both of those? He finally goes down, but that stopped OpTic Gaming in their tracks. They go 3 dead.
Royal 2 standing, patrolling in the middle of the map. And I don't think there's a player you want more than Royal 2 standing in the open, having to hit some bandit shots to win gunfights. He rarely misses in this spot.
You see he pushes Legend back. There's a certain respect to these players most of the time, especially in a tight game like this. Royal 2, beautiful nade, cleans up Legend. He's got to deal with Formal as well, and he's got to deal with another player on the loop. He deals with 2 of them so far, somehow playing ring around the rosy. I don't know if Renegade knows this game, but Royal 2 knows it all too well. He stays alive and goes right back to the glass.
The value of life from Royal 2. He has not given up one bit of damage that's not necessary. And Formal and Royal 2, 2 of the players that have some of the best long-range shots, just taking each other's challenge. Rebellion has to worry about the hill. They have to step in.
No, they can't. There's no way. They're going to secure this. Did Formal overextend already to the new hill? I believe he might have. Potentially. There's no way, right? They're still going to contest. There's no way, right? They're still gonna contest. They're not overextending whatsoever. They want this hill. They have to push in. Royalty just keeps getting kills over and over and over again. Formal finally comes through. Formal got the last kill. All four dead. That hill was by a tiny margin. Oh my word.
7 kills. Every player but Formal was on the respawn screen, and Shopify Rebellion helplessly had to watch OpTic Gaming take the hill away. Royal 2 did his best, but it just wasn't enough.
Bound, not done with the job just yet, goes towards the second hill. He'll get 1 kill, but I don't know how valuable that will be because it is Shopify Rebellion getting a lot of time here, and it is Frosty going for this shock rifle, but he ends up going down. His push comes through. Bound takes a bit of damage. Last shot will have to give up this hill for now, and he'll overextend, but he'll get taken out for it. Formal's gonna get 2 once again. This is the man you have to watch out for. He is clutch when he needs to be. 8 and 5, a triple kill locked to his name.
Matthias roared. He roared after he got that triple kill. Oh, OpTic Gaming, they're starting to feel themselves. The comms are getting loud, and they have momentum. It's a scary thing.
Momentum and confidence paired together with who is on this team. And you have this as a result. The stick, was it good? Oh my word!
Reversal.
That stick was phenomenal, and it continues to watch the angles from the blue spawns. They've got to be careful, though. Shopify Rebellion can't poke their head. Formal's looking for more. He is not satisfied. He wants more. And OpTic put 2 hills on the board. And Formal finally gets taken out, but the damage has been done already.
Although this hill is towards the blue side of the map, what's really important is the nest spawn control. We saw Shopify Rebellion send numbers to try to secure that, but Bound got the spawn! Bound got the spawn! Shopify Rebellion must vacate the hill! OpTic Gaming will have instant access!
Shopify didn't have the heads-up play to block that spawn, so now they've got to slay through that once again. They've got to get control of the snipe side. It'll be continuous spawns there. This might not be in their favor. Last shot pushing it aggressively. The sticky comes out. It does a little bit of damage, but is it enough? Here comes the help. It's Royal 2. Has the back of last shot every single time, and he'll get 2 for it.
And the assists start to roll through. OpTic Gaming are staggered. Last shot will be once more than just this hill. Look at this aggressive play towards the spawns of OpTic Gaming. Legend and Formal, they just have no recourse. There's nothing they can do but helplessly wait as the Shopify Rebellion players collapse. Not only do they win the hill, but they win the rotation. They're set up for the seconds.
2 down after 2 down. Over and over again. Watch the kill feed. 2 down again. 3 down again. Shopify took that momentum and crushed it in a vice grip. And they're not letting go just yet. It's last shot.
Oh. Look at the spawns. They're all the way at lift. They have the player at blue. It's a single line. OpTic Gaming, they have to run through the BR, the bandits of Shopify Rebellion.
Formal does make it through the ramp, though. Does he make it through all the way? Looks like Renegade does go down. Shock rifle coming up right now, but once again, it's the bait and switch that's so strong. The Shopify Rebellion roster's so good at it. It's a scary thing. Last shot waiting for an opportunity to get this camo. He drops. That looked like it was accidental. Is that going to cost them?
That certainly wasn't intentional, and you can see that the knock-on effects of accidentally dropping gave Renegade the camouflage.
The ramifications of missing 1 jump in this game, and it turns into something like this. A demon with the camo now in his hands, and 3 down for Shopify Rebellion.
Notice how deep Renegade gets back here. He doesn't want to give them that spawn, but Rebellion, they had a focus. They knew that they needed this back LR spawn, and Legend, I think he's on the flank. There's someone behind last shot. It's
So
Bound.
much hill time, though. Down gets the kill with Legend. Last shot has to push in the hill. It's him versus Formal. Formal tries to get the shot, but he can't. It's up to Legend now. A couple of nades ring out. Last shot has no more ammo, and Legend makes him pay for it. This could be OpTic's 3rd hill, and guess what? It is.
Efficiency from both sides. There's no neutral time coming off the clock. They are flying to these hills. This is fast-paced gameplay. OpTic Gaming, 1 more hill.
With how fast both these teams are playing, I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, that clock at the bottom center of your screen will not be a factor. 3 minutes left, but Bound finds himself in the hill already. and it's 3 down for Shopify Rebellion.
Rare to see a game be this fast at this level of Halo. So often we see this game finish 3-1, 2-1. Rarely do we see it get finished by score, and right now OpTic Gaming are flying. They're getting the kills, they're getting the time, but remember, we saw this hill once before. It was 99% to 99%. OpTic Gaming know that Rebellion can come back at any time.
That's the man they have to shut down. The one that just went down on your screen. It was formal with that shock. I'm not sure who obtained the shock rifle now, but something to look for as we go into this, of course, 6th hill, just like we're in the 6th game of this series.
Is that enough to slow him down? Renegade had to drop. That might just give Shopify Rebellion the position needed to get away with camo, but no, the slays don't facilitate. Renegade comes back and claims his rightful trophy, a camouflage with just half a hill to go. Renegade is gonna hide.
Renegade's hair looks like he just got out of warfare. My man is in this. He is living this situation. What can he do with this camo, though? The first kill goes in. You know they're targeting him, but he doesn't care. 2 down. Shopify Rebellion. Renegade looking for the 3rd target. The 3rd target, he'll find the back for that one, and then he'll find more as this shock rifle comes up.
Systematic from OpTic Gaming. They took down the perimeter players first from Rebellion, then swarmed to the middle. There's just nothing Rebellion can do. They have to fly to the hill, but they will be gunned down. Game 7!
Game 7, ladies and gentlemen. Time and time again, we see these series go to the last game. But I want to point something out, something very clear, something very concise. If we go back to that series layout, you look at Game 2, you look at Game 5. What does that show you? It shows you that OpTic Gaming close out these Slayer games.
But Tim,
the only thing on the other side of that, Tools, is Frosty and Origin.
Game 1, 3-1. Origin is the playground for Shopify Rebellion. When we talk about teams that play at their best on this map, Shopify Rebellion is the poster child. OpTic Gaming, they might have the momentum, they might have the Slayers behind them, but this is anything but a cakewalk. You have to defeat Shopify Rebellion on Frosty's best map.
It's incredible to see. Look at the KD. Look at that KD. Current tournament run, 1.20 out of the man Frosty. Absolutely insane. In that game, not necessarily a crazy performance, but again, OpTic Gaming were just continuing forward. They were just pressuring when they needed to. They were hitting the shots. Formal popped off multiple times. And it was Shopify Rebellion that found themselves in a constant respawn. They had a couple moments there of brilliance where they locked OpTic Gaming into that staggered spawn. But big plays from Renegade once again changed the story over and over.
This game time Origin is such an interesting one. It's one of the few maps where we have sniper and rockets up for grabs. As we've looked through this grand finals so far, in the first 5 games, the power weapon percentage kills, the players that are picking them up and getting kills, Frosty, 12.5% of all kills that he's gotten in this game so far have been from the power weapons. After we take into account this last game, I just got the stat update. He's sitting at 9.5% of every kill that Frosty's gotten in this series so far has been behind the power weapon. The win condition for OpTic Gaming: keep Frosty in check. Do not let him get away with those sniper rifles, with the rockets. That's where he feasts on teams.
I would assume, as is customary on LAN tournaments, teams take breaks after game 2, or sorry, before game 2, I believe, before game 5, and before game 7.
Through until the end. Do not be satisfied with any lead. OpTic Gaming, I don't know how many more comebacks you have in you. Let's see them try to get out to an early lead and change this narrative.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope your butt is in your chair, and if it's not, use some glue and make sure it does stay there, because this is going to be one of the better game 7s you've ever watched. I just know it. Between these two teams, nothing left. No more backup plans. No more chances. This is it right here. A $50,000 prize pool up for grabs.
Players are flying into the middle of the map, trying to fend these kills. Royal 2 uses a thrust. Halo 5-esque the way he's able to stay alive. Sniper control still up for the grabs, but Rebellion, they've gotten the kills when they needed them most. Royal 2 with the sniper in hand.
It's interesting how they changed the play. Frosty was immediately getting sniper at the start of every Origin map. I feel like he thinks they have read him, so now the snipe goes into hands of Royal 2, and this man can take over games, and he can scope out these heads. If you're OpTic Gaming, you really have to play smart here in Formal. Hey, he's really threatening life, but my goodness gracious, Royal 2 just shot his teammate.
I think Formal just might have the biggest ego of any player of all time. He is still challenging. He's hunting Royal 2 down from across the map.
It works! He's threatening him from across the map, but the pressure is strong. It was all a bait to allow Legend inside. And now Legend putting damage in across the map for himself. It's only a 1-kill game. OpTic leading 11-9.
Renegade one-on-one. Frosty, his former teammate, down.
Oh my word, those were some decisive shots too. He still has 2 shots to work with. The movement's a bit too strong, and he's definitely in the zone. Another one goes in his hands. And OpTic with that. Oh my word, Formal assisting Legend. They have to kill Legend here, but look how long he's staying alive. Finally, he goes down. OpTic 2-kill lead.
The pace is blistering. They're flying into the middle of the map. No regard for these cross-map shots. They want to turn, they want to really close down these angles and force one-on-one fights. Rockets coming up in 10 seconds. The fight for Rock Street starts now.
It's just an interesting time to slow down the pace, and you see it. Both teams slow down the pace randomly there, and rockets are coming up, so maybe it wasn't so random. That Rocket Street control still up for grabs, and Bound looking for an answer here on the snipe side. He'll find one, and he'll go right back to look at that Rock Street. He wants to make sure to secure these rocks, but instead, he secures another kill.
And it's last shot, I believe, that just got away with those rockets. Renegade trying to be mindful where this push could be coming from. OpTic Gaming slowing down considerably. This might not be the time. Rockets are gotten into the base. Last shot was able to get one with them, but rockets are the prelude to the sniper that comes up, and it's the Rebellion that are all over the snipe street.
What an aggressive play by Royal 2. Last shot's gonna clean up that kill, but my goodness, no one is backing off from a challenge right now. You notice that every single one of these players are so aggressive and so confident in their fights.
I'm pretty sure Frosty has sniper back there. Yeah,
he does.
Oh, boy, did he have sniper! Formal, he just learns.
He has it, and he's using it. Why aren't we watching Formal? I mean, Frosty. Frosty's got the snipe. It's very scary. A scary thing to witness. They've got to be careful not to expose the angle, and you see they're attempting to cover that angle. So many players hiding from that snipe side control. Last shot's gonna get a kill in the feed. Frosty looking for more, though. Renegade gets a kill as well, and he can't clean up Renegade. So Frosty wasting all those shots. I believe he's down to none.
Yeah, he certainly got his value worth, though. Getting that kill on Formal was allowing them to at least control the snipe side of the map and try to use this as a playground. And Legend took this fight earlier against Frosty, and it ends the same way. Gun from across the map. OpTic Gaming need to be very careful about their pushes up that Rocket Street. A couple times now they've been punished in the open field.
Just a couple of ego challenges from both rosters, but it seems like Shopify Rebellion are winning theirs. Renegade falls once again. And it is Cykul who gets a kill in the feed. This lead extending to 8. You've got to be careful if you're OpTic Gaming, because now it's 9. It's getting out of hand. And now they're staggered. And now they fall. And now Shopify continue to pressure. Look at the holding forward of Frosty here. His left thumbstick is getting stuck in that forward position. He doesn't know how to stop. He just keeps plowing through them.
I've seen this story before, though. Game 2, Game 5, it was double-digit leads from Shopify Rebellion. The end game, 50-47. OpTic, never count them out.
A killing spree for Frosty. You can't count OpTic out, though. You're 100% right. We'd be stupid to do so. You've got to flip the switch soon, though, because time's running out. You're looking at an 11-kill lead. Make that 10 now for Shopify.
All right, we got to rename the map. This is no longer Origin. It's Frosty's playground. He's 12-5 to start this game. I don't think I've ever seen him have a bad game of Origin.
There's a reason this man has the ring in Halo 5. Multiple rings. One of the best Halo 5 players in the game, now bringing that talent here to Halo Infinite on the same map. Formal has an answer here. Again, it's not over yet.
They know Frosty's position. Do they know? Frosty's staying hidden in that cave. They don't know. He's behind them. He's just staying there. They're checking. They're looking everywhere. They found him. They found him. Frosty can't hide for that long. And that's going to stagger the spawns of Shopify Rebellion. They're down numbers. And, hey, we've seen this story before, and it had a similar start. This is the opportunity the OpTic's been waiting for. Double kill for the FPS GOAT.
Oh no, the lead's been shrunk to 6. It was 10. It was 11 at one point. Formal not missing a shot. The killing spree for him. You can't let this happen again, Shopify Rebellion. You can't let them come back again, can you?
Royal 2, massive kill from the other side of the map, but that just tells Legend where to look with the sniper. Head down, Frosty. We'll see you later.
Watch your head. Who's picking this up now? It's Formal. If there's one man I would put my life on the line, it's Formal. I trust this man with this snipe in his hands. It's only 4 now. The lead, only 4. Just barely misses Frosty's head.
Trades. You just can't trade. They're starting to win the fights on the other side. Formal stuck in the open. He has to stay alive. Frosty from across the map puts him down. Renegades desperately looking for the sniper. He couldn't find it. He's just gonna have to leave it.
Where is this fight? He found it. Okay, well, this is the win condition right here. Oh, no, it's not. No. Oh, no, it's not. Last shot takes off his head immediately. 48-43. Shopify Rebellion looking to change the script here when it matters the most. Game 2, Game 5, both of them lost. Both of them choked. But in a Game 7, when the tournament is on the line, they have 49, they have 50, and Shopify Rebellion will win the $50,000 case on land.
Oh.